Hi, I'm Blake and we are at Black and White Coffee Roasters and I'm going to show you how to use the SOVDA Silo. So I started here and I know that the coffee we're loading up is going to be going into chamber 7, and then there's an auger on top of the machine that rotates to dispense coffee into the proper chamber. So I just watched to make sure that it rotated and was stopped above chamber 7. So now we're going to bring a pallet over here, and the coffee we're going to move into this chamber here, and then the vacuum is going to take it all the way up. So now I just need to open one of my coffee bags. So I just let gravity do all the work and get all the beans in there. Over here, all I need to do is hit start, and then the vacuum is going to start sucking all that coffee up and putting it where it belongs. Right now, all I'm doing is watching the coffee drop into the chamber. I've been checking on it throughout the process to make sure I'm not overfilling it or anything like that. And I've just dispensed an entire pallet of coffee that's now up there, and I don't have to scoop it in the future. I'll just get to dispense it with the push of a button. And it didn't take that long at all. That's all the coffee, so now I'm just going to watch until it stops dispensing it, and then I'll be done. Okay, and now that I can see that all of the coffee has finished dispensing, I'm just going to hit stop. And that's it.
All right, so we're gonna edit our blend recipe, or try to create a new blend recipe right now. So this is for our pre-roast blending. This is how we're gonna set what coffees we will use for the recipe, but also their percentage and how they'll actually be dosed out. And so we'll take a look at adding a new recipe. Here are all the coffees that we already have in our silo. And so we have this pre-selected. We're gonna use the Shantawini washed from Ethiopia at 70%. And we're gonna be using our another Ethiopian coffee, our Limu washed, at 30% to make 100% of this blend. These will be the two coffees that go into our coffee, the original, which is a year-round washed Ethiopian coffee. And then we're gonna go back home. Right now we're looking at the single chamber for if we're just roasting just one coffee and dosing one. We'll toggle over to the blend recipe. And so this is where we can find all the different recipes. Your screen is pretty familiar. You're still looking at all the coffees you have access to in the silo and their inventory. And so we have pulled up here one of our blend profiles, and you'll see the two wash coffees right here. And we've already preset the percentages that they'll be used for. So I've set a target weight for 75 pounds, and you can see the split between the two coffees in our blend here. So the Chantilly is gonna be at 52.5, making up 70% of our blend, and the Limu Wash is gonna be at 22.5, making up 30% of the blend. And so these coffees are actually going to blend in the tray and be vacuumed over into our bean cart, where we get the dose of both of these coffees already pre-roast blended and ready to hit the roaster.
Better design, better coffee. SOVDA.